Hello everybody, my name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing for Spin Fishing character. Today, we are over at Volkov, at least for the first part of the day. Nice, 2.151 kilo pike. I did catch a small 798 gram pike as well too. So no changes from the setups last time. We've got the original crank 7006 with size 6 hooks on this rod, and this rod has caught all 3 fish so far. Over on rod 2, we've got the Snatcher 002 with big either 1/0 or 2/0 hooks. I honestly can't remember off the top of my head. And over on rod 1, nice 442 gram perch there. Over on rod 1, I've got another original crank 7, this time with big 1/0 hooks on it as well too. So we'll see what we can get today. It is a little bit late in the day. I will probably pause when we get to nighttime and might do a little bit of jigging through the night, but we'll probably just kind of sit back, relax, and then come back in the morning as well too, assuming the weather looks like it's going to be decent tomorrow. It looks like it should be okay. I honestly didn't look. So today's goal is to make some silver. We are, if I remember correctly, about 220, 240 silver away from being able to afford the balsa wood carving knife, or the professional wood carving knife, and that's really kind of the next step for this character. And we are about 120. I think I said 240. About 120 silver away from the wood carving knife. So that's kind of the goal for today, is to make a little over. I would like to have some in reserve, so I would love 150, 200 silver. That way, in the event something goes horribly, horribly wrong, we're not completely screwed. You know, in the event a line snaps or something like that. But we'll play it a bit by ear and see how things go. I was having more luck last time out here, so that's why I'm trying out here a little bit. I'll probably turn in towards the castle here in a second. Seeing a little bit of a nibble there. I was giving it a chance just in case something was going to grab it. But we got something over here on 2. Not amazing, but not horrible. Looks like a... Is that a Xander? Yeah, it is a Xander. 1.237, not even a marker. We'll turn and head towards the castle. And see what we can get today. Just checking an email real quick. Don't need to care about it. Looks like it's actually something I need to report as possible virus. There's probably name of the day there. A weekly record, Black Shamaya goes to Flatulence. Got me to giggle at least. Come on, fish. Come on, fishy fish. Doesn't look like much. A decent day today, mid 80s. Got to go on a couple of good long WALKs with the four-legged thing. He's laying on the couch next to me. His paw on my arm right now. Yeah, you got to sleep with the window open again last night, so a good night. I actually slept really pretty well for once. Was not expecting this part to be this slow. And we're not even to nighttime yet. Come on, fish. I think I might go ahead and just stop at. Yeah, I am going to. It's late enough that usually I don't catch much when it gets to nighttime, so I'm going to go ahead and just park the boat over here. I may do some jigging through the night and see if we can't catch anything there. But come back in the morning and do some more trolling and see what we can get. Because so far, I mean, 3 markers. I actually thought it was 4. Forgot the Xander wasn't quite a marker. And I could probably leave a rod out here. I just don't like doing that. And I got a fish on here at the last minute. What did I get? Little pike? Tiny, tiny, tiny pike. Well, looks like I'm going to have to back up and go over to the actual dock here. I didn't get it to beach enough. Take a quick look. For those who don't know, there is a tackle store. Doesn't quite have everything. There is a fish market here. So far we made 11 silver on those 6 fish in 8 minutes. Not horrible. And then there is a grocery store over here as well too. So I will probably jig through the night and see if we get anything. But with it being nighttime, I'm not expecting much. So I will probably go ahead and pause here. And then we'll come back if I happen to hook something decent. See you in a bit. All right, we are back out on the water. Between when I paused, caught mainly things on bottom rod, didn't get a single thing on spinfish. So put out a worm and bloodworm. Got bream, decent tinch, which was a bit of a surprise. I got both of these at the same time. Another decent bream and a decent crucian, and then a couple other small fish. So another 10 silver there. So we're up to 21 silver on the day so far. And I decided to do things a little bit different for today. So we've got about 17 hours ish on the boat. So we'll probably go until the boat expires. But I decided let's go for some pike. So I put the X cranks on here. Got both the 002s on the 2 big Model 1 rods. And then I do have 22 kilo steel leaders on both rod 1 and rod 2. And then on rod 3, I've got a 12 kilo steel leader with the X crank F60003. I don't know if it's going to do anything, but figured I'd give it a try. So hopefully we can get some big pike. And that's kind of why I'm going through the weedy area here, is that's usually more pikey. And also gets me snagged, evidently. Great. have to log off already. Because I cannot even put this rod down. This is some crap. Hey, I got it free. I think there's a fish over on 2 as well. There is. Small one. Little itty bitty perch. Now I gotta sit back down. And we'll get rolling again. Cast 2. That obviously is one of the risks of boating through the grass here, is getting snags. Doesn't happen too often though. I'm kind of surprised it did. Another small perch. It is still a little bit early. We're getting into kind of peak time here shortly. I'm going to go up here through this grass and turn around and come back. Looks like there's another fish over on 2. And another freaking snag on this rod. It's my 4th snag. I had 2 snags while jigging as well. So if you're wondering why I'm a little upset about snags, that's why. This is a good one. Hey, I got free again. Oh boy, rod 1 there is not snagged. Oh, even better, it's ghost snagged. Oh, all right. I'll be back. All right, we're back. If you don't understand what happened there, I got what is a lot of times referred to as a ghost snag. So basically, I was snagged on something, but the game doesn't register it as a snag, so you can't right click and free it or anything like that. Your options are you either cut your line, lose your lure, lose part of your line, your leader, and all that, or you quit the game and come back in. And I'll give you one guess what I did. Pretty much paused and immediately alt F4'd and then came right back in. Got a small pike there on rod 2. So hopefully we don't keep getting snags. Now it was frustrating me a lot. It's my 5th snag today. And none of them were super major. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Getting close to where I want to be. I'm also not exactly driving where I wanted to be. There we go. Come on, fish. And there's a fish over on 2. Doesn't look super amazing though. And I was correct. 285-gram chub. Not worth it. Come on, fish. Let's see if we can get something decent here. Just looked over at me and I gave him a boop on the nose. It's been a little feisty today. We had a good wrestling match in the backyard earlier. I may go chase him around in the backyard here in a little bit too. Let him run, get some energy out. Come on, fish. There wasn't a lot on VK that was interesting. A bunch of bream spots, bunch of bear spots for carp. But actually a pretty light day. So I was already struggling what I wanted to do on float character when I realized it was a spin character day. Come on, pikey pike. fish. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. I'm having second thoughts. There's a fish. I'm still having second thoughts about it, but there's at least a fish. It's nothing special. It's going to be one of those days, folks. It's going to be one of those days. Fish got away. And that was not a good fish either, so I'm done with that experiment. Let's go back to snatchers. And of course, right as I cast out, rod 1 gets a bite. So dual snatchers on 1 and 2, and then the small hooked original crank. And the cell phone gets an email. Lure known for catching pike, nothing. Lure known for catching pike and other stuff, but mainly salmon, pike. Come on, fish. Nothing, nothing. We'll go until the boat expires today. It's going to end about 2200, I think. So right about nighttime anyway. Come on, fish. Nothing. Should have stayed piking over at Old Bird. I would have had my money and be able to buy the balsa lures by now. Maybe. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. And it's Snorri. Four-legged thing. Hello, fishy fish. Nothing amazing, but it's not horrible either. I had a feeling it was a pike. 2.756 pike. Come on, fishy fish. Come on, fish. It's been a lot slower than I thought it would be today. Guess I just need to go back to quarry, but I was hoping to hold out until I could get the false lures. Come on, fish. And there's a fish over on one. Might be a better fish than I thought it was, too. It's pulled a little bit of drag. Friction brake's a little low. That oftentimes resets when you alt F4. Weird dog noises. I think he wants to go play. He didn't get to play with his four-legged friend today because her owner was not feeling well yesterday. And I could see the dog looking out the window and could tell that owner was still not feeling well today and not going to go let her out. So he didn't get to play with his good friend. There was a new dog on our walk, so he got to sniff and say hello to that dog. And one of my neighbors actually stopped to me as I was walking by and asked if I'd lost a lot of weight because they thought I had, and I'm down about 40 pounds in the past year and a half. So kind of surprising, but good thing to hear. All thanks to the four-legged thing and escorting them around the block every so often. There's a fish over on one, and it's pulling. And it's jumping. It's not going to be amazing, but it's not going to be horrible either. It may be a little bit better than I thought it was. Half snore, half I want to go play growl. Decent Ladoga? No, decent Atlantic. 4.5 kilo Atlantic. Although that's not even a chat worthy fish. Care about that email. Crispy durian cake. That's an interesting name. I do have next week off, that four-letter W word for Labor Day, so looking forward to being able to take a little bit of a break. Maybe able to get some of these episodes in at a better time. Thought I had a fish there for a second. Although I do actually have to call into a couple of things. There's a big audit going on. Of course, the week I take off, and there's no other manager on my team, so I get to deal with that. But luckily, that means I should only have to call in a couple for an hour or so. And got a fish on while I was reading something. Small pike. But it's a marker. 1.431. Oh, fishy fish. Saw what I thought was a nibble, but evidently wasn't. But I saw a bite on two, but it was just that kind of surge thing it's doing. Ow. Just got scraped by my dog's paw nail. I think he does want to go play here in a second, so luckily we're almost done with time in the boat. I think we've got so many fish or foam rubber fishes. We are at Ladoga. No, we are at Volkov on my 2-day ticket. There's 4 hours and 44 minutes. It'll actually go till after midnight. I'm not going to go that long. Come on, fishy fish. Give me a fish. I think the dog wants to go out to play, and I kind of need to go out for other reasons. Come on, fish. Just kind of trying something else at this point. Interflu's dead. Come on, fishy fish. Come on, fishy fish. The amount of head banging these rods have done to not actually have a fish is getting frustrating. There we go. Really hope that's not a ghost snag. It's not, it's a fish. With the way today had been going, I kind of figured it was going to be a ghost snag. Nice 4.5 kilo Ladoga. And we have a, watching that rod head bang. A big perch. Was that a small Xander? Come on, game. Come on, game. There it goes. 966 gram perch. Weird. My internet was working fine. Not sure what took the server a bit there to load. One fish. Love one more good fish. got a fish. Got 2 fish. Small pike. And a small perch. Come on, fish. Well, we'll see if we made enough silver. That's why I'm hanging over here, as I know we're coming to the end of the day. So I'm headed over to the boat ramp. Or boat dock. It's not really a boat ramp. Curious, does it switch tonight at 22:15 here as well? No? Goes a little bit later. Interesting. Got a fish on? Maybe it was 22:30. All along. Little tiny pike. Yeah. A little bit before 22:30. Switch to the moon instead of the sun, so it's nighttime now. Gotta reset everything when I alt F4'd. Reel everything in. Take a quick look at the cafe since we're over here already. Frogs, gibbles. We got the tench. So there's 15 silver. Gibble, burbot, dace, nothing. So 15 plus 97. I think I'm 7 silver short right now. Nope, I'm 3 silver over. We own the wood carving knife. So that was kind of my goal. I made it just barely. Could have been a lot better than that. But either way, I hope you all enjoyed. We will be back again tomorrow over on the float character, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye now.